Hey fitness friends, and welcome back to our channel. We are in Taipei, Taiwan. Unfortunately today it's a little bit rainy and cold, so we had to get our little bit warmer clothes out of the wardrobe. But since it's such a rainy weather today, it's a perfect day to hit the gym, and that is what we are going today. We take you with us on our just regular training vlog. We will check out a cafe first to heat up, to also get a little bit more of energy, and yeah, have fun with the video, enjoy the training session.
Bro, Alter, what the fuck hier?
So we are right now on our way to a cafe. I don't know the name of the cafe because it's written in Mandarin and I can't read or speak Mandarin. But we will just film the outside of the cafe, so you know where we are going. It's really close to the gym where we are also going later on. So usually we tend to prefer coffee spots which are not that fancy, and I think this is the perfect spot. And I saw on Google Maps that the pictures of the coffee look really good, and I think it's a decent spot. At least looking at the espresso, looks already pretty good. You have the nice crema, it's not too light, and and also tastes rich. It's not like hot burnt coffee water. So I think it's a good spot, especially also looking at the prices. So we ended up paying now 100 Taiwanese dollars, which is somewhat around 3 euros in total. And we used to be in cafes in the past few days where we even were asked to pay 100 Taiwanese dollar just to sit there. So I remember one spot where we had to pay 55 Taiwanese dollar for an espresso, and then plus 100 Taiwanese dollar per person to just sit inside. Okay, coffee installed. Next stop, Genghis Khan. In case you are searching on Google Maps for the Genghis Khan, however you pronounce it, gym, make sure to use the link which we put in the description box, because on Google Maps it would actually lead you to that building with the huge yellow sign. There's a Family Mart and it says that there's a gym on top of that Family Mart, and there's no gym. I went there the first time, there's no gym. But if you came here and went to that direction, it's not far to the actual gym. You will actually see that by just crossing the street. There's a yellow sign, and you will find the gym, which is right there in this, what is it, pink purple building. It's downstairs with a huge orange sign. So we made it to Genghis Khan Fitness Club. They actually have also more branches in Taiwan, also in other cities, not only in Taipei. This one is the one in Sanshong district, and it's equipped really well. We are paying 500 Taiwanese dollar per person, which is not the cheapest, but as said, the equipment is good and you will see it in a bit. Let's go.
Freezing.
Okay, we just finished up our registration. It's a little bit more complex because you have to put a lot of stuff such as your passport number, where you are staying in Taipei, but we made it. The free weights area is down here. Over there are also other things, like I think it's cardio area. You have water refill stations everywhere, which is really nice. Oh, it seems there's a boxing area, aerobic room. They had a spinning room over there as well. And yeah, mostly seems to be cardio. So for the cardio enthusiasts, you have a lot of treadmills. But what's more interesting for us is actually the downstairs area. So let's go down here. You can also drop your stuff, by the way, downstairs. They have lockers. So they have bathroom lockers, everything downstairs as well. And then welcome to the gym. This one you can use. You don't even need to bring any lock or anything, so you can just put your own pin. And then bathrooms is over there. So on the right side for ladies, on the left side for men. So I've actually been here a couple of days ago the first time, and I was really impressed. That's why I told Jonas that we have to go together this time. Jonas couldn't make it last time because he was sick. I'm interested what Jonas actually has to say about this gym or what his first impression is.
I already told Mike off camera just a minute ago that I'm just impressed by the amount of Eleiko barbells they have here. They have basically on every rack, on every combo rack, on every platform, and then also on these benches. I just noticed they have Eleiko competition barbells. So no like training powerlifting barbells, but they're actually competition barbells, which are super expensive, also super nice. And just the aesthetics here in the gym, in my opinion, are perfect. With the small track you have there, the amount of combo racks, there are a few older generation Eleiko combo racks here in the front, and then the newer ones are in the back. And also the aesthetics here on the whole rack. So basically every rack station here has a dedicated weight tree. It's all perfectly organized, so just really impressed. I'm just now seeing here maybe when you're doing weightlifting and really heavy pulls or really heavy sets, there might not be sufficient weights when you're training on a really elite level, but just in that case, get some other bumper plates if you're okay with mixing Eleiko with the other brands. So.
For weightlifting, you literally have two platforms, which are these silent platforms from Eleiko. It's really nice lifting on those platforms, to be honest. And I, for example, have everything what I need. I have a couple of bumper plates from Eleiko. I do have a few jerk blocks, which I could use. And also very important, I do have small weights to stack for my different sets. And last but not least, chalk. So no need to bring your own chalk. Right here you have all the bars. Obviously a bunch of them are also spread across all the different racks. But there you would see you have the Eleiko weightlifting 20 kilogram male bar. Then you also have an IPF Eleiko powerlifting bar. Another weightlifting competition bar. These ones I'm not super sure. Oh, it's also an Eleiko bar, weightlifting bar. That was one lift which I just showed, and then you have a bunch of safety squat bars as well. And Jonas is applying very nicely all the moves which we learned in the athletic training back then in Vietnam at the Sub Strength Club with An and with Tao together in a training session. We learned quite some cool moves there, so if you want to check out the video, definitely make sure to check out our other videos from Vietnam series. Right here the gym offers a lot of stuff for your glutes, such as hip thrust machines, 2 of them, the hyper extension, and then Jonas also found a belt squat machine manufactured from Rome. Ah, nice. The machine can be loaded with 3 weights. How is the feeling with this machine?
So I've used a hamstring belt squat in the past, but this one here feels especially heavy on the bottom position, like a lot heavier than the hamstring one, which I wasn't used to, as you maybe saw in the video. But overall, the machine feels really good, super stable. You can also load it up really heavy, even heavier when you're using powerlifting plates. So I'll give it a thumbs up.
Very nice.
And Micah, what are you training today?
I have hang snatch on my program, so I think I'm doing like 6 to 8 sets hang snatch and working up with the weight. Started off right now with 43 kilograms, and I guess kilograms, I'm not sure. Then afterwards I will do cleans, also something around 6 to 8 sets. Afterwards I will do also clean balls, and then once I finalize that, just some accessory work. I still need to check what I need to do, but as of now I think I probably have to do something with my upper shoulder or with my upper back, shoulder area. And I mean, they have a bunch of machines, so I will ask Jonas later on what he liked the best and maybe check out other machines. By the way, you looked for kettlebells. They have kettlebells over there. Jonas asked me previously, or some minutes ago, where they have kettlebells right there, also from a license. So I don't know how this gym can be so well equipped with top branded equipment. Note about how tidy this gym is. Look at this. You have different machines, and they have on the back of the machine the different mag grips which you could use, and similar grips at the other machine. So you will not spend too much time in looking for the stuff which you actually need. The only thing Jonas needs to be careful about is the height of the ceiling. So I have to even say, for me it's sometimes, and I'm not tall, for me it's sometimes like, oh, this is not too high, the ceiling is not too high. Jonas really needs to be careful about his head. This is now okay. I think here it's even a little bit trickier, especially because you're standing on a platform and then you have this. But they made it pretty smart, because right here is the deadlifting area. I mean, you're not pushing your weight overhead, so it's actually fine. And then right here, where they have the weightlifting platforms and you are pushing weight on top of your head, the ceiling is a little bit higher. Set. I worked up until 52 kilograms for hang snatch. Once I'm done with that, I will do 3 reps, by the way. Once I'm done with that, I will continue with my cleans. And you moved on to the next one?
Yep. So doing the booty builder now, trying this machine actually for the first time. In my previous gym, as I mentioned, there are lots of hammer strength machines, and there's also the hammer strength, I think it's called glute builder or hip thrust machine, which feels a little bit different. I actually like it more than this one, since the setup here for taller people isn't ideal. So you have to basically put the strap around your hip, and then you need to put one foot up and then actually start to squeeze a little bit into the starting position, which is still fine with this weight. So this is a 25 kilo plate and a, I think, 10 kilo plate. So it's still okay, but I reckon when you're going up to higher weights, it's not possible to do like this single foot step up here, set yourself up in the starting position, and then actually start the heavy set. So this could be an issue for taller people. I think for Maike, his machine would be okay. But yeah, watch and see for yourself. So live demonstration, buckle up.
It's like in a roller coaster, you have to...
Buckle up, bitches. Okay, so now you need to thrust up, put one foot up, the other one, I think. And now start to... Whew. So, as mentioned, the setup is quite tricky. Overall, when you're set up, the machine feels good, and the whole movement also feels good. But yeah.
And what I like is that the pads seem pretty thick, so you don't, I think even the vault, so
yep.
you don't hurt yourself.
That's a good point, because with the hammer string machine, you just have a really rough belt. You always need to put it like a yoga mat underneath the actual belt, so it doesn't hurt when you're going heavier. But this one, I think is fine for now. It will last since it's...
It looks like as if you would be in the car.
Yeah. I mean, this is like padded and foam, but I'm not sure if it's going to probably cut in your hips when there's like heavy loads. But yeah.
There you have a couple of machines for biceps. One here, another one here. Another one here. And then what's that one? Oh, I think this is for abs, yeah. Some machines for breast. All different kind of machines for breast. And what we also noticed is that they have a unilateral incline bench and a unilateral black press. Really cool. Overhead press. What I said right away is impressive that he's able to press overhead. So really nice. In the beginning I didn't believe that this is possible when I saw the ceiling. That looks interesting.
What we basically discovered with most of the machines here, I've actually never heard of the manufacturer Panata, which is interesting. But the cool thing with almost all of these machines is that you can switch them from doing them bilateral to unilateral. So for example, I was doing this T-bar row machine here, which was nevertheless super nice. But then there's this handle here, or this bar here in the middle. So you can basically combine them or use them individually, which is quite nice. So in this case, I did a unilateral, and it's nice since it's basically a T-bar row or seal row for really lazy people like me. So you just lean over, you have the chest support here, which is nice, and then you can do your row, which also feels really nice. So at first the machine section here didn't really impress me too much since I didn't know the brands, but now when being a little bit deeper into my training session, I'm actually amazed how amazing most of these machines are. There's some things I don't quite like. For example, here on the row machine, the pad is a little bit narrow. So if you're a bigger person and you're rowing really heavy loads or really heavy weights, this might be an issue.
In case you're looking for some specialty bars, they also have this Rogue lock. Yeah. I don't know how you call those, these reels. Trim Rogue. I think that's again strongman stuff.
So Maika moved on to cleans. She's doing her first working set now with 53 kilos. She told me she has a lot of sets left, but we're just going to ask her as soon as she's finished her set. So Mike, I already introduced the people to our next exercise, cleans, 53 kilos. You told me you have lots of sets and lots of reps left. Could you give us some insight?
In total I have to do 7 sets if I'm not mistaken. That was my second one, so I have 5 sets left. I think I'm ending up somewhere around 60 or 62 kilograms, which I have to do. And this time I have to focus on fast elbows. So I'm very slow at rotating my elbows. And I'm trying to concentrate that I just have to spin them faster than I do now. I will see how the set looks right now. Sometimes it feels super fast, and then I watch my recording, my video, and I'm like, damn, again super slow. So I will see. And the other thing which I try to improve is a more dynamic front squat. So I'm trying to get up faster when I'm in the front squat position and to make the movement a little bit more dynamically. we'll see if that worked out. I don't know.
Okay, so the thing I just said in the beginning was bullshit. I actually said it was your first working set, but it's actually your second.
Yeah.
So
I had one set to practice already.
okay, Michael, good luck with your next set. We're going to check in with you later.
Next runner. Let me know in the comment section if you think that I moved my elbows fast this time. Obviously the gym also offers a free dumbbell area, and what I noticed already right away is that the dumbbells are going up until 80 kilograms. I think I've just seen that in Muscle Factory before. If you haven't checked out that video, make sure to watch our other videos about other gyms in Bangkok, Thailand. That is where we went to Muscle Factory. And what I really like is that it's also its own area, kind of. I mean, it's all one room, but they have it kind of split with having the dumbbells right here instead of in front of the mirror. And then you have the free racks right behind. So it's really nice split. And for the ones who require some smaller dumbbells, even that they have up until 1 kilogram, so really nice. All right, we are done with our session. Cycling back home now. Just kidding. We are done with our session. Overall, I think this is one of the best gyms we've been to. I would give it a 5 out of 5 for weightlifting. Jonas, would you give it for powerlifting?
Same rating. As I said, the base is perfect. Lots of competition equipment. Top.
And bodybuilding, we both obviously no experts, but I think we were very impressed by the equipment which they offered. Also that you can change from bilateral to unilateral. So overall, 5 out of 5 also for bodybuilding. We enjoyed our session. I think the pricing is totally fair. They have 4 deadlifting platforms. Every single deadlift platform has a deadlift jack. Then they have 2 platforms where you can do your weightlifting session with equipped with the Eleiko Silent platform also. No complaint. Bumper plates set up from Eleiko for your weightlifting session, and then you have a bunch of powerlifting competition plates, and I think there's no doubt that you can smash lots of weights in this gym. So enough with the talking, enough with our training session. Now we head to our breakfast spot, or we will see where we are going, because actually all the breakfast spots where we initially wanted to go are closed because it took us a little bit longer. So we'll figure out where we go, and we will take you with us obviously as well, going to get some food in our tummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Bye. We made it to our breakfast spot in the afternoon, which is called Sihai Soy Milk. So this is one of the shops which is still open in the afternoon. Usually those shops where they sell breakfast, so meaning salty soy milk or the egg pancakes, open around 5 a.m. already, or 5:30, 6 a.m.ish, and close somewhat around noon. But this one is still open, so we are lucky. There you go. We got egg pancake, fried egg with scallions, then a bread roll. Oh, a bread roll with these fried sticks, and right here, wow, we got this bao kind of bread with fried egg on it. Wow, that's so nice warm. The cold weather, and now this warm food, steamed food. And this one is a vegetable bun. Good. So we will enjoy the food now after our long training session. This just looks like a really nice burger with a big omelette. And it's not even small, it's like, look at this size. Ooh, it's hot. I love the scallions, giving it a little bit of freshness. And the bread adds some sweetness to it overall, so I really like it. I think I would like it even better if there would be some sriracha sauce or something like that added on top. But it's still super soft and chewy and really good. So I think this is typical Taiwanese. I've seen that a lot of YouTube videos which I watched overall about food in Taiwan. Essentially it's a flatbread which they bake, and then they put breadsticks inside which are fried. So this will be the high fat, high carb version now. So let's get into it. Ooh. Crunchy things. Really crunchy. It's like crunchy bread. It's good, but it's not really nutritious. So it's nice. It's salty, bready, crunchy, a little bit chewy from the outside. So I liked it, but it's not the healthiest thing, I would say. Jonas is preparing his perfect bite. Dip, 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 dip. Ooh, okay.
The sauce here was not as spicy as I expected, honestly. It tastes really garlicky, and then also a lot like sambal olek, which is like originating from Indonesia, but it tastes quite similar. It's like a chili sauce. I have no idea if it's like homemade or if they purchased this brand. But yeah, overall, good egg.
So what's your final rating?
So we just finished our late lunch here at this place, which Mike actually researched, so props to her. It seems to be like a really local place. We didn't see any other tourists or foreigners eating there. So overall, I'd say my favorite was the pancake which had the fried egg inside, fried egg with green onions. It was really, really tasty. And then my second favorite thing from this shop was actually the bao burger. As you saw, there was like the bao bun with the fried egg inside. It was also really, really tasty. It missed a little bit of a sauce, but next to the table, you also have the options to stack your meals and modify it to your needs, basically. So we had a good lunch here, stacked up with protein, stacked up with carbs, and of course fats. And we are ready to go home. And that's it for the video basically today. If you liked the video, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and stay tuned for our next videos coming soon. Peace.